Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the... Even as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Quick completion on the out route. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On second down, he's looking downfield, floating away. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Quarterback moving. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on third down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. They go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys...
He's going to take a shot right away. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, and let the running back do the rest.
Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here. If they can keep that up.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the goal.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Quickly out to the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on 3rd down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the first down in the count.
He's got his man across the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Offense in an empty set. Wide out in motion. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll try to do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find... this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Green Wave. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Give to the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
17, Arkansas, 14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
Makes the grab on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. The running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up, and there we go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is on fire.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Makes one man miss. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of
it. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. One more snap coming before halftime. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tulane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You know, you just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying play action, looking to scramble. He's going to run it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, big city.
Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
Now on second down. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They try to pop a run on the draw. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Algier. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a deep man. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me in second down.
The Razorbacks get enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They're going to run it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Makes the grab on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one. Offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're going to throw it again. Finds his target down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Knocked off his feet.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's gained. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Give him 96 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Direct snap. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Okay, ready?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots.
They intercept it. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulane. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues. About to go 8-0.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Abraham. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Fires and picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
I feel like this defense just had the answer all game long. It just seems like they're one step ahead of this offense with their ability to dial up pressures, change up their coverages. They've rattled and confused this quarterback throughout the entirety of the contest. They come away with another interception here.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple of more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong.